2025 was the year nobody's predictions survived. The favorites fell. The underdogs rose. And the boxing world was flipped on its head. These are the best boxing upsets of 2025. And trust me, you'll want to watch every second. McKenna showed up like a mid-ring ninja, dancing rings around the seasoned Smith and getting the crowd to wonder if they'd switched personalities mid-fight. Smith looked like a vintage heavyweight, trying out new sneakers. Awkward on the outside, desperate inside. By the final round, McKenna unleashed a killer left to the body that dropped Smith like a plot twist nobody saw coming.
Good work with that right uppercut.
Yeah, the shots are just tire your tank into you a little bit.
Another body shot. You can see so much live on DAZN. That's what he needs to go downstairs, Liam Smith, and quickly.
It's body trying to do what the mind wants. And
punch after punch in for the big entrance. Liam's father, Paul, here.
McKenna firing back in the pressure. That's what you need to do.
There was a question about championship rounds, about levels. I remember him telling me 3 or 4 years ago, he'll have a couple more. The stars have aligned to give us Eubank Jr. and Ben.
He's shown how hard he's worked in the gym, but he's equally content just standing in.
Feet are the key, not to run. Oh, shot!
Body shot! Down goes Smith in the 12th and final round.
And just showing how tough he really is. He's going with that skill, but
this man's going to take some beating.
A star has been born. McKenna!
Tiara Brown stormed into Sydney like a real-life underdog cop with a mission and turned Nicholson's home arena into the scene of a split-decision shocker. It was a classic heat-on-the-road moment, with Brown's relentless pressure unraveling Nicholson's clean rhythm. By the end, the champion was left almost stunned, while Brown was wiping tears of triumph.
She fires an uppercut in up.
And you know that when she has that high intensity and she's able to successfully.
So let's see if she is willing.
Brown coming in relentless here at the start of this round.
Happy to hang on and then punches as she departs. Then they come together and the head slam. And maybe her movement just a little uncomfortable since then, but good punching from Brown.
Do what she does best and take control.
So 4 rounds to 3, according to Ted Kofiuk. She fires away but misses. Good punching from Brown.
Backing off so much, Sky Nicholson. She's looking in there for a big shot to change the momentum on this.
A very, very close fight. Good shot, that one. Brown tries to work on the inside. So does Sky Nicholson, and will go the distance in the world title fight.
The Dark Menace, Brown!
Solomon Dakers swaggered into Wembley like the unexpected plot twist in a heavyweight script and turned Serenko's power punch fantasy into a misfire of forgotten lines. With combos sharper than a barber's blade and movement smoother than silk, he left the crowd reeling. By the end, even Serenko paused mid-rhythm, giving Dakers time to reset, and the judges just nodded. Yep, that's the upset.
We'll be hoping that either Serenko impresses, Lennox Lewis as well. They fought in Cardiff, and that was a rainy night.
it wasn't. No one talking about those rainy nights. Do some more of that could close the gap.
Good right hand from Dakers.
There's a real lack of kind of desire.
He's riding the shot really well there, Dakers. He's side on, isn't he? So that shot. Lovely shot.
Been beaten. Look, it's heavyweight boxing. He was caught high on top of the head against Adelaide.
7 months on from disaster over the road in the arena, and who's boxed exceptionally well. Take a bow, the man from Birmingham. Solomon, the real deal, Dakers!
Walter Fury stepped into the ring like he was delivering the Fury family legacy, but Zulus pranced in like a wild card guest who threw the whole script out the window.
Whoa, and drops him. 2. So what an encouragement. We haven't had an upset here tonight so far, but
his problem is that when he throws a shot, if he misses the target, then his opponent there has got the confidence of whipping the shot.
Strict rules of the
corner of Zulus. There's 2 brothers in the corner, nicking to get it back to the on-guard position. There's a lot of punches that are thrown that aren't hitting the target from both Zulus, but not a lot's been hitting the target, so the volume's been there.
To work his way out of a tight corner if he does win this.
He's looking for that one single shot, isn't he? There it was again there, you see, so...
Trouble.
In the red corner, from Doncaster by way of Latvia, Kristaps Zulus!
Jorge Garcia Perez flew into Oceanside like the underdog nobody bet on and outboxed the unbeaten Charles Conwell with relentless pressure and clever combinations. Conwell's one-dimensional power game didn't stand a chance under Perez's non-stop swarm. That split decision upset cracked open the rankings and catapulted Perez into the title picture.
I think Conwell's forcing the action though on Perez, forcing this kind of fight.
Nice counter shots from... Digging downstairs again is Perez. I think a little bit more competitive than most people thought this would be. Conwell, 21 professional fights, also a very decorated amateur fighter. As these two open up.
And Perez is already catching on to that because he's starting to land the left uppercut.
In favor of Perez, these last 4 rounds, I thought his activity, his accuracy in the second half of this fight landed a clean shot on Perez against the ropes. And I think Conwell is on the inside.
Nice body work by Perez. Ripping that left hook to the body. You know, I don't know if this is the first time that Conwell's been cut.
Who do you have? Is it
Griffin strolled into the ring unbeaten like he owned the place, but Rodriguez waited till the final heartbeat and delivered a sledgehammer left that turned the underdog into an unforgettable mic drop.
Oh, big right hand from Griffin to buckle the legs of Rodriguez.
Oh, good combination by Rodriguez.
Griffin's dream growing up was to play professional football. Yeah, he's winning the exchanges.
To move Rodriguez. There you go. He got a little closer there.
But this is the fight that the crowd has been wanting. Tit for tat.
I think Griffin.
Oh, he dropped it. And that could be a real game changer for Avius Griffin.
Oh, he's hurt too. Rodriguez still.
Griffin needed a magic moment, and he got it here in the 8th with that knockdown. And of course, Chris Mannix's scorecard. Good right hand. He hurt him again. Rodriguez stunned Griffin. He's down for the first time in his career. It's over. Julian Rodriguez with a dramatic.
And the emotion on the face of Julian Rodriguez, all but forgotten after that loss to Jose Pedraza, out of the ring for 2 years with shoulder injury, 2 fights since that loss to Pedraza.
Catterall showed up in Manchester expecting hometown glory, but Barbosza glided in like a smooth undercover guest who steals the mic and walks off with the spotlight.
I think he lets them get 4, 5, 6 rounds into their energy success as well. It's like the second
lively start to the 5th.
Good response here from Barbosza.
Of the tempo of this fight.
Jack, I think you're often used to just sort of throwing what's in front of you and what's...
If I'm honest, very, very close fight. Lovely right. Barbosza Jr. looking to get the last say in the arguments.
Jamie Moore seemed quite calm. Nice right hand from Barbosza in that.
Judges have a 5-10 second, not coming as often the attack.
Shot there.
Good Barbosza Jr.
Half a minute of the contest. So trying to do exactly the same. Swinging for that huge.
Bacol and Ajagba turned Riyadh into the heavyweight version of a chess match that nobody could checkmate. Each man convinced he'd won, only for the judges to hit pause on a finish.
He's absorbing a lot of shots. It was turning into an avalanche a little bit. There was a scary moment for Ajagba.
And Bacol getting frustrated, saying, come on, man, stop and fight. But no, Ajagba shouldn't awkward punch to throw. It's good to throw 1-2 downstairs. I've never heard of that. Yeah, it's a lazy strategy by Martin Bacol.
Nice right hand that connected from Ajagba a moment ago. There's
out of a monster like Bakoli, who's going to keep coming. He's going to take your best shots. Bakoli only won 1 round, pretty much. He's the one losing the fight to his game plan. This is his strategy.
Big shot hand over the top there. There were serious questions about whether you'd have to think, based on how this fight has gone, needs a knockout as he was earlier, and how could he? He's been doing a lot of moving, and he's been taking shots like that. And now you would have to think that Efe Ajagba, just a wicked counter there from Ajagba, but look at the Coley.
Is a majority draw.
Taylor strutted back into his hometown like a reigning champ ready to shine. But Essimman rolled in like an undercover steam engine, quietly picking up the pace until Taylor looked around, thinking he'd walked into the wrong ring.
Sharp shooting skills. Who's trying to reinvent himself, but there's the right hand of Echo Essimman.
In the world with top-level fighters, not until you get in there, under the blind lights, if you know if you belong.
And that's the key barrier. A right hand from Taylor.
Just from the reach he has of an advantage on Echo. Box him at distance. Exactly there. Find out how much. Oh, good left hand.
Lovely left hand from Taylor.
Sort of dipping the knees, slipping either side. That's lovely. Kind of right hook there. Beautiful shot.
Fair, I think, on Echo Essimman's effort and those right hands that get through, because the judges might have world champion. Essimman just wants to challenge for a world title. Very awkward.
Yes, to say the least. The rounds ago, he was just pouring the shot, as you say, no real speed in that lead hand.
Essimman will keep throwing that left hook, and this is really good. Who does it suit? Essimman coming on strong.
Like this is what Essimman does.
Those single rights. Can he deliver more? Back goes Taylor's Essimman. These right hands to their body and then to the head.
Still there.
Well, Taylor's been here before.
He knows that he's got to get the decision here, but Echo Essimman has surely pulled it right back. This last round, he might need it big. Echo Essimman, for us, Essimman has dragged him into a battle, and what a good fight.
Ryan thought he'd stage a comeback amid the neon chaos of Times Square, until Raleigh moonwalked into his rhythm like a surprise street performer and turned King Rye into a bewildered tourist.
Hard right hand over the top.
And now we move to round.
Garcia really not letting his hands go much.
Stop at the bell, gentlemen.
Garcia needs to get his left hook going, Antonio.
Yeah, he did tell me that this move to 147 for Romero should have happened a long time ago.
Got to come back with 2. If you throw 2,
so it's still a fight.
Good body shot.
That one landed.
Good body shot.
Oh. He has to know this fight is slipping away.
With everything at stake.
Something happened with the double left hook.
Rolando Romero.
Just when the ring looked like a calm afternoon walk, Imam Kataya smacked Morell like he'd misplaced his keys, and the Cuban blinked, dusted himself off, and turned the whole thing into a comeback sitcom.
Well, I don't think it doesn't matter who Kataya's opponent, he's going to fight the same way.
It wouldn't just be a massive upset, Todd. It would be 2 consecutive losses for David Morell.
And at distance, this is not where the Russian wants to be.
Heavy right hook to the body, which is what's doing the damage. Excellent timing in the shots of Kataya, man.
Oh, right hand sends him down.
When Morell tried to clinch, if Kataya got hurt, he was able to catch him with a right hand over the top.
Oh, just like that. Quick counter left. But Morell showing flashes of great offense.
I think the biggest surprise for me here is that Kataya is beating Morell to the punch.
He just took a big punch, so he can take a shot. I'm favoring Imam Kataya.
And remember, one of the scoring criteria in boxing Kataya, 31 years old, and look how much success.
Violent action, man, by both sides, and Kataya not letting off.
Back against adversity. Are we going to see a new star born in the light heavyweight division? A right hand makes good shot. Almost with them, weathering the storm, and he's going to make it to the.
Jeremy Hill strolled into San Diego like a polite house guest, but morphed into a clever locksmith, quietly picking Montgomery's locks round by round. Montgomery's relentless body game turned into Hill's highlight reel of counters and slick footwork. By the end, it wasn't just an upset. It was Hill teaching a class on how to wreck an unbeaten record.
Just right back. But like I said before, Hill is good inside as well.
To deal with.
And it's a little different this time because the last two times that this happened, he did have...
Nice shot there from Hill. Swivels out to the center of the ring.
Nice.
And there from Hill again. Well, and Barack, to that point, he was talking about targeting title opportunities against the likes of Emmanuel Navarrete. Working very well against Malik Montgomery.
Absolutely. But it's two punches to Hill's 5 and 6 going into this fight with this matchup. I mean, they said, hey, we see some holes. We're going to exploit them.
So Jeremy Hill breathing heavily, blood coming from the mouth.
Almost 8 rounds are done. He hasn't been able to find that shot. And I'll be remiss if I don't say that it doesn't seem like a typical... Malik Montgomery has landed some big shots in this fight, guys. He hasn't been able to hurt Hill, and I think that also played a...
I think Hill sees a man that might be...
Throughout the whole fight.
That's usually not the case. Usually...
As time may be running out, who may be on the brink of a life-altering victory.
Boxing in 2025 gave us pure chaos. Which upset tops your list? Comment now and subscribe for more fights that shake the ring.